From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And the starter for Toronto, Peyton Tolley. What do we have on him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Okay. All set to go. Dalen Lyle stands in for the Phillies, and he'll step off and take the signs again. And the home opener is underway. Next offering is fouled back. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Batting second, shortstop Trey Turner.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Springer moving under this one. Takes it in for the out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. It gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it, just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
The lefty, the 1-0. And a big swing and a miss.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Out towards right center field. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Rogers Center, and on the hill for the Phillies, Hunter Dobbins. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy in the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one. That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
No, that's a ball.
The 2-2. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Liner snagged at first.
Batting second, shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
Outside corner, there's a strike. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. Rafael Devers up to hit. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. In the air to left center. Bader on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Phillies catcher, Shea Langoliers.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And that one hammered. That's got a chance. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
1-1.
No score here in the second. And another ball. That one is absolutely belted. Could be be extra bases. In comes the run from second to second, but he beats the throw. Save.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Bader at the plate now, and that's strike one. Man at second. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Barger tags the runner for one. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here.
Luis Rengifo.
Bader runs. This one in the air right field. Springer racing after it. 2 down.
Batting ninth, third baseman Eric Wagaman.
Ball.
Bader, the runner at first with 2 gone. Left field, way back there. And that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. And they lead by 2.
He was all over that one. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
And now, Dalen Lyle. That one lifted to left. Simpson settles underneath it and makes the grab. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Check swing, and he went at 1-1. Dobbins measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Ball.
Very high with that one. Full count now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
What a stop. There's 1 and 2. What a play. Here's George Springer.
Right fielder, George Springer.
And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one out in front that time. Next pitch just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 3rd out. New inning getting started, and now for the Phillies, Trey Turner.
Ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
The 2-1. This to third, and foul ball. The 2-2 on the way. And there's a ball. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Ball, no.
Turner gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one missed. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Ball. Harper in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Toll checks the runner. No, tries to get back and save. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fastball for a strike. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Foul ball there. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Simpson gets under it, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Up next for Philadelphia, catcher Shea Langoliers.
First pitch swinging.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Pulls that one foul. Snap throw to first.
The guy at the plate could wreck it.
But he's back in time. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Next pitch is outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two on, 2 outs. Out towards right center field. Springer settles underneath it. And that is that. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
outside. Yep.
That one ripped right center field. And that should be extra bases. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Batting 8th, catcher Patrick Bailey.
Ball.
There's the strike.
Ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. That one fouled off, 2-2. In the air to left center, Lyle under this one. One down. So now with one away and a man at second, here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. That one misses. Ball one. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Lyle moving under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Caught him between, trying for third now. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
For the Blue Jays, left fielder Chandler Simpson.
That's in there. Strike one.
Very good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
Man on second, 2 down. Line drive. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. The run scores from second, and now they trail by 1.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And now it's going to be Jacob Wilson. That's in there. That's strike one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Runner edges away at second.
Ball one.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Over to first.
Got him. That's an out.
And that is the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, start of the fourth, Harrison Bader stands in for the Phillies.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Clement in plenty of time to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
For Philadelphia, second baseman Luis Rengifo.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one.
And because they're getting a lot of base runners, thanks to that patient approach, it means a lot of high-stress pitches on the mound. That adds up, and a lot of times it leads to even more location mistakes.
Here's a 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Simpson ranging into the alley. And there are 2 down. Now here is Eric Wagaman. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Check swing went around. That's strike one. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, right field. Springer settles under this one, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Rafael Devers. Ground ball right side. Gets it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Addison Barger.
In there for strike 1. And ball 1.
Ball.
Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Lyle should have this one. And there's 2 down. James Wood at the plate. Last year gained some attention. He was intentionally walked in a game June 29th 4 times. Only the 3rd player this century to be intentionally walked 4 times in a single game, joining Manny Ramirez and Barry Bonds. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. The 0-1. Springer started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Back now in Toronto. Ready now for the 5th inning. Dalen Lyle. In for the Phillies. That one ripped left field. Carrying well. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. So he goes the opposite way with that one. And they add a run. It's 3-1. Ground ball left side. In time to Devers. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's 2 for 2. Schwarber goes 5 feet 11 inches, 230 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Kyle Schwarber blasts one out the other way. It's their second home run of the inning.
Ball.
Well struck right field. This looks like extra bases. And that's a double.
All over that one right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
1 out, runner at second. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Man at second. Swings and misses. 2 gone now.
That's for Philadelphia. Right fielder, Ryan O'Hearn.
That one's in there. That's strike one.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
Not even close there. Ball one. Move to second. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. Inside. Ball one.
Well, these Jays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Paid a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
That's down and in. Sanchez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a foul out of play. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
1 out, man at first. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. He's 0 for 1. Left field. And a foul ball. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
This one popped up. And a foul ball.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
2 on, 1 out. This one in the air, right field. Brings it in. The relay to second.
Get out of
Throw
there.
behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Back here at Rogers Center, top of the sixth inning. Ryan O'Hearn stands in for the Phillies. Line drive to short and caught. One pitch and one out.
Next for Philadelphia, center fielder Harrison Bader.
That's ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Rengifo in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And now the 0-1. Runner on the go. On the ground out to short. In time to Devers. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Eric Wagaman stands in for the Phillies.
Eric Wagaman.
There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. Well, we go bottom six. And now for the Jays, Jacob Wilson.
Jacob Wilson.
Ball one.
Here's a rocket out to left. And there's one down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole. Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Tanner Scott.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs. It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
The 0-2.
Ball.
The Phils leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Next to hit, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Carlos Correa, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. And that skips in the dirt. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That is the inning. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the 7th. Tolley back to work in the third time through the order. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Sam Moll.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Here's the 0-2. And he chases that one. And there's one down.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And the count is 1-1. To third, and that's just foul. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for Philadelphia.
2 down, base is empty. Now here is Kyle Schwarber. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer.
No.
Pitch misses outside. Ball 3. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. And that one got a piece of him.
Up next for Philadelphia, catcher Shea
So digging in
Langeliers.
now for Philadelphia, Shea Langeliers. 1 for 3. Tommy Nance gets the ball now.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Swing and a pop-up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, James Wood.
James Wood.
Check swing, but he went too far. And the count even at 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
This one chopped up the middle. Little Baltimore chop action for the base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jhoan Duran.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
That one at triple digits.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
O'Hearn takes it in for the out. One away. One out man at first. And next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. Fought off foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Dalton rushing. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. That's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
There's the strike. The Jays with the tying run at the plate here, the bottom of the seventh. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Ernie Clement now at the plate, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Phillies, Ryan O'Hearn. Into the outfield, base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
No.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits it to a double play.
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Got him swinging. And the batter now, Luis Rengifo. 0 for 3 in this one. So now a pinch hitter, Carlos Cortez. Runner on first and 1 down for him. And it's fouled away. Nance, a 6'6" righty. He features a slider, a slurve, and he works in a sinker. Up the middle, dive, and he's got it. Fires to first.
Safe.
Just barely able to beat that one out. Man, he was giving it his all, getting down the line right there.
First and second, one out. Eric Wagaman stands in for the Phillies. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Michael Ciani. A critical at bat in this game for him. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Outside low. And a count 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Swing and a miss. And a count now even up. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Dalen Lyle. He already homered in this game. New pitcher now for the Jays, Garrett Clevenger.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Waste no time there. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two on, two outs. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Wilson on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. On to the bottom of the eighth. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Chandler Simpson. That's in there, and that's strike one.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Just missed. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Simpson on at first, nobody out. And the 0-1. Runner on the move. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. Man at second. Hard liner. And there's one down. Here's Rafael Devers. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Eric Miller.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball.
This one in the air, center field. Bader under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Carlos Correa.
And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. Just missed it. We go to the 9th. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber.
Ball.
And now it's even up. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. One up, one down.
Up next for Philadelphia, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Swings and misses. 0-1. That one ripped, but foul. Oh, and 2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Phillies catcher, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 4 with a double.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. And these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, James Wood.
James Wood.
Ball 1.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He'll touch them all. And they close the gap. It's 5-2. Pitching change here, Mason Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Miller, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
The 0-2. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. So up next, Jesus Sanchez. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Sliced hard but foul.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Right through there for a strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. Second home run of the inning for them. And they cut into the lead. It's 5-3. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And there's a foul ball. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th.
Ball 1.
They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton.